Hi guys, and welcome to General Sports Podcast. This is the first boxing broadcast on this channel. If you do like it, be sure to leave a comment and give it a big thumbs up, and also subscribe if you want to see more content from us. So we're going to start our boxing podcast by talking about Chisora Fury.
Yeah.
And obviously, Sam is obviously the expert in boxing at the moment. So what can you tell us about Chisora Fury at the moment, Sam?
Well, Tyson Fury fancies himself as the best heavyweight of all time. He's super confident and thinks he's going to win the world titles. Wants to fight Vladimir Klitschko and wants to bring titles back to the UK. He's I feel sorry for Tyson Fury. He had 2 fights arranged with David Haye, which David Haye pulled out of both of them. Arguably, you could have said Tyson Fury would have won those fights. Now he had a fight with Chisora coming up, would be going on, but Chisora pulled out of that. So Tyson Fury, by the time he gets around to fighting again, he might have been inactive for 2 years, and he's been offered a lot of fights in between that, like your warm-up fights just to keep you ticking over, but he hasn't taken any of them. So
looking at damaging for the future, do you reckon he might not reach his potential because of this gap in his fighting?
Well, there's a chance of it. It does sometimes happen to boxers, like, for example, we'll come on to Kell Brook later, but he should have been fighting for a world title a long time ago, but the guy who was meant to be fighting kept pulling out with injuries. But this sort of thing happens. It's one of the most physically demanding sports in the world. People are going to get breaks in their hands and injuries, and so you just got to take it.
Yeah, it's part and parcel of the sport, I guess. We'll go on to Kell Brook now versus Porter. Next fight up for Kell Brook.
Yeah, Shawn Porter. He's going to be fighting him in California. Kell Brook's never fought outside the UK, so that's going to be a totally different challenge for him. He's never fought someone at Porter's level. To be honest, I'm a massive fan of Kell Brook. He's got a huge rivalry going on with Amir Khan. Them two will fight one day, if like you say, injuries don't hamper it. For me, Brook beats Khan. Brook beats Porter. I think he's one of the best in the world. He's fighting at the toughest division in the world, with possible opponents being the likes of, at the top, your Mayweathers, your Pacquiao's. But yeah, he's beaten everyone that's put in front of him. He's never lost. He's beaten Hatton's old opponents. But yeah, he's got a really tough fight. Porter's a banger. He knocks people out, puts people to sleep. So it's going to be a difficult fight for Brook, but he's a better boxer than Porter, so he's a good chance of beating him.
We've got Frampton Kiko up next. What do you reckon about that fight result?
Well, Carl Frampton's from Ireland, from Northern Ireland, and he's trained by Barry McGuigan and Barry McGuigan's son Shane McGuigan. He's a really exciting fighter. He's fought Kiko Martinez before, a Spanish world champion, but when he fought him, he beat him, knocked him out, but Kiko Martinez was then offered a world title fight off the back of a loss, which you can see as being quite frustrating for Carl Frampton. Someone he's beat has become world champion. So now Kiko has finally said that he'll fight Frampton again. So Frampton just got to do what he did last time and he'll be world champion. I've no doubt he will be.
Good for the Northern Irish there. We move on to Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Against Maidana.
Well, he's a man in the news, isn't he, Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah,
whether it's
always
money, Vegas, whatever he's doing, people want to know what's happening with Floyd Mayweather. He fought Argentinian Marcus Maidana, who's been beaten by Amir Khan before. He fought him. He's quite a tough guy. It's very difficult to knock Marcus Maidana out, but he's a warrior, Marcus Maidana. But people thought that Mayweather would beat him quite comfortably, and it wasn't as comfortable as people thought it would be. So Mayweather's looked around at his options after beating Maidana, and he's obviously got this undefeated record. And then he'll look at it again and sort of say, well, Mayweather's already beat him once, and he's one of the best tacticians in the world of any sport. He'll know how to beat him again. So for me, Mayweather beats him even more comfortably than he did last time. So
is Mayweather avoiding the fight with Khan? Do you think that's ever going to happen?
Well,
it's been speculated for years, isn't it?
It has, but I still think Mayweather beats Khan, but Amir Khan brings incredible speed that no one else in the world can really keep up with at that division. So he poses a new threat for Maidana. He had Canelo Alvarez, which a lot of people would say would beat Mayweather because he's so strong and hits so hard. but Mayweather just stood out of range and he couldn't touch him. Can't knock out someone you can't touch.
Very true. Kovalev versus Blake Caparello, sorry.
Yeah, Kovalev, he is from the Ukraine, I believe, Kovalev, but he is a horrible, horrible fighter. He's been videoed spitting on opponents when they've been knocked to the floor, but he's really, really hard and explosive. He knocks people out for fun, and in his weight category at cruiserweight, you've got Adonis Superman Stevenson, who is also an incredible boxer. Fought in Liverpool's Tony Bellew, who he knocked out quite comfortably. Unbelievable knockout against Trevoris Clouds. He's very raw, Adonis Stevenson, but punches people so hard he knocks everybody out. Kovalev and Stevenson are on a collision course, but it will happen, that fight. But it's not happened yet, but that will be a fight that will set the world alight. It will attract the common boxing fan, like the George Groves Froch fight. Something that will just get everyone interested. Two guys going in that can knock each other out always brings people to the fight.
So, Kovalev versus Caparello, who's going to win that?
Kovalev.
Yeah. Do you think boxers fear more of a hard-hitting person or more of like a tactician in Mayweather? What do you think is probably the best option to go into a fight? I know they're different, obviously, weight divisions, but do you think like a boxer would fear more of a hard man, or do you reckon Floyd Mayweather plays a good tactic because he's not the biggest of people, but he's just so tactical that he knows what he's doing all the time, it seems?
Well, Floyd Mayweather's not a puncher. He has knocked people out in the past, obviously, but he's not a puncher like your Stevenson, etc. I know they fight at different weight categories, but like I said, what's more important? For me, when someone's a puncher, it excites more people.
Yeah.
So you've got Deontay Wilder, heavyweight prospect, knocked out every single person he's been in the ring with, which makes people go like, wow, this guy's incredible. So even if he's not the best boxer, he can still put people to sleep. But if you're a puncher, you've also got to be able to have a really good chin. So, because if you're being a bit wild and throwing all these big punches to knock someone out, you're going to get hit. So you've got to be able to take it if you're a puncher. Whereas someone like Mayweather, the reason he wins so many fights is because no one can touch him. Like we said earlier, you can't touch what you can't hit. You can't beat what you can't hit.
So there we go. We got Quigg versus Abunda next in the next part of the list.
Yeah. Well, Quigg and Carl Frampton, going back to him, they've got a rivalry. They're fighting the same weight category. They're going to fight one day. And for me, Quigg is one of my favourite boxers. But for me, Frampton beats Quigg. He's so strong. But Scott already being world champion, I think he'll beat Abundu. But again, he's not an easy fight at all. And that's what I like about Scott Quigg. He's world champion, but he doesn't want to be remembered as a fake world champion, someone that avoids the biggest fighters. He wants to fight the best and see who actually is the best in the division. That's what I like about him.
Do you reckon he's going to retain it then?
Yeah, he should beat Abundu, and then hopefully that's the thing. Frampton and Quigg aren't guaranteed to win their fights, but if they both win, both come out of there without any injuries, you're probably looking at them unifying the division in their next fight, which would be, another common boxing fan, that would be massive, that fight. Absolutely huge.
So last we move on to Nathan Cleverly and Bello, their fight.
Yeah, well,
is imminent.
They will. They're another one that will fight. They've fought before, and Nathan Cleverly won, but they both fought at cruiserweight. Tony Bellew fought for a world title against Adonis Stevenson, but lost. Tony Bellew has now moved up to cruiserweight and looks quite filled out in the division. Cleverly, not as convincing in his first fight at cruiserweight, but they both had one fight at light heavyweight. But both cruiserweight fighters. Nathan Cleverly, ex-world champion, but not for very long. But it would just be interesting to see them two fight again. Two people that, one from Wales, one from Liverpool, who just hate each other, and that attracts attention. So, yeah, another brilliant fight. So, 3 rivalry fights there that we've talked about. So hopefully we can see all of them. There's no guarantee, obviously, but if we see all of them, we'll be very happy fans.
Well, that is certainly a lineup to look forward to. Thanks for watching the boxing podcast for this month. We'll probably be back in the near future with some more news in the boxing world. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.